This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone, warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Not going to do any more gameplay or anything tonight. So I do appreciate those who contributed. It just sucks that basically because this was a recap video, I got like no contributions tonight. I mean, I got 1 cheer and 1 tip. That sucks. Wow.
I'm looking forward to getting back into the swing of normal streaming. I know the last 2 days the schedule's been all over the place. I apologize for that. It is what it is. That's what happens when E3 happens. But now, you know, the days are going to go back to normal streaming times and everything. So I hope to see you here on the regular. Very nice. Good stuff. I also want to say thanks to those who were supportive the past couple of days. I'll be very honest. With the E3 stuff and the schedule weird and everything, it kind of derailed stuff. We have really good momentum with support and everything on streams. And the past couple of days, things basically got derailed when I was barely doing any gameplay. I'm hoping we can remedy that today, bringing back gameplay regularly to the streams again. Because I really need your support right now, as I've been telling you guys. Right now, financially, I'm in the worst position I've ever been in my life.
The hilarious part about morons who say stuff in the stream chat like, or you can get a job, which is what that guy just said and just got permanently banned. This job pays more than any job I've ever had in my entire life, including when I had a full-time office job for 5 years. I still make more doing this job than that. That's just complete ignorant children who say stupid shit like that. They don't seem to understand.
And first of all, big positive announcement for those of you who have not been around the past couple days because of the E3 stuff. We hit the sub goal for the month. We have hit the subscriber goal. That means we are 100% doing the Viewer's Choice event.
Wow. I really need your help with tips right now.
Yes, I did make several $100s in tips recently. I love this guy. Didn't you just make hundreds of dollars recently? Yes, and that went to bills. As I said, this is the worst financial position I've ever been in my entire life. I need as much support as possible.
This kind of shit needs to come out. This kind of shit needs to be exposed for what it is. It's greed. It's greed. Greed is massively strong. I have no fucking self-control.
Right now in the short term to get through this next week, or else I'm screwed, okay? And by the way, that's cutting corners. That's, you know, already financially, there's things I'm already doing. And I still, you know, I'm still in this position. It sucks. You know, I don't want to bother you guys with personal shit going on in my life, why this is happening. I don't, but just letting you know, I really need the help if you can, all right?
I mean, I need help now. But, I mean, how many times can I yell help before people are like, enough is enough?
Jack the Prick hit me $1 and says, unban me on your channel because you ramble on for hours instead of starting gameplay. Okay, time to ignore you. Thanks for the $1 tip.
Toxify it.
Egg Gangster Cheered, he says, would you consider playing Jackbox games with fans again for the viewer's choice? No. Absolutely not. Because all it would be is insane insults and trolling and probably personal attacks against my wife that I'm not going to fucking tolerate. So, I'm not going to do it. Jack the Prick tipped another $2 with more insults. So I'm not going to give him any credit. Tough titties. And then I received another $1 tip from a troll. Wow, all these tips are from trolls today. So we're up to $5 in tips. Wait a minute. It's supposed to be $5, not $1. We're up to $5 in tips, but mostly for trolls. So they get no recognition.
A 100% negative and toxic person.
Philly Buckeye cheered. He says, my biggest takeaway from yesterday, watching kind of unfunny games, is that you need to be bland, humorless, PC, family-friendly, with no personality on Twitch to make it big and get promoted. Sucks. I'm not going to personally say anything in regards to any other streamers at this point, but what I will say is it certainly seems to me that basically doing exactly what you just described gets you in with game publishers. And once you're in with game publishers, now you get all these crazy opportunities. You get games early. You get exclusive streaming access to play games early, to promote the game. You get the paid shill opportunities to get paid to play a game early, and you can't even give an honest opinion on it. But it doesn't matter because you get paid. You know what I mean?
Who cares if you're being honest about a game if you're getting paid? And then you get all the promotional opportunities. You get promoted. You get to be hosting streams, and you get to do all this stuff. As you guys know, I've never been like that. Ever. In my entire time as 11 years as a content creator, I don't pull punches. I'm very honest with all of you. What? What? Get the fuck out of here.
And although I'll be honest, over the years I've matured, and I don't necessarily do the kind of ridiculous, immature kind of comedy stuff that I used to do. Admittedly, I've changed. I feel for the better. I still am the kind of very opinionated guy that I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to show rage if I feel like it's legitimized, you know? I'm not going to be this incredibly bland, PC, boring fucking guy. I'm just not going to do it. And I'm never going to. At this point, I've now been doing this for 11 years. I'm not going to change, you know what I mean? And the bottom line is that these people who you now see forced down your throat all the fucking time, there's a reason for it. I mean, I'm going to be honest, and I definitely don't want to be insulting to anyone, but in particular, these kind of funny games guys, I'd never heard of them at all. When all of a sudden, like 4 years ago, they started being shoved down our throats constantly. Like, who the fuck are these guys? I don't know who the fuck they are. Yet, oh look, at the Game Awards, they're getting awards, and, you know, they're getting all this recognition. They're at E3 with high priority and all that. I'm like, who the fuck are they?
My mouth is full of salt.
Do you show your toxic jealousy and just how petty you fucking are when you react to something like that?
I've never heard of them. And all of a sudden, overnight, they're like the guys in the gaming industry to get all the attention. You know? Now, by the way, I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. This is not a statement that I feel that I should be, you know, in line with them and their popularity at all. I don't believe that at all. You know, I'm my own guy, and, you know, I basically don't ever think I'm going to be popular. All right, just being honest here, I don't. I'm not going to be anywhere near as popular as I ever was. I'm okay with that, as long as I can just make a living doing what I love. I don't really care. I'm not looking to be the figurehead like they are. I'm not. I'm just wondering, how on earth did these guys come out of literally out of nowhere, never fucking heard a word from any of them, don't know who the fuck they are, and all of a sudden, oh my god, look, they're a top promoted stream, and everything on YouTube there is getting millions of views, and they're at E3, the top guys. If I remember the big controversial part where this started, is when they got an early copy of Metal Gear Solid 5, years ago, so that was what, 2015? They got an early copy of Metal Gear Solid 5, and they were playing it, and they were playing it horribly. Like, they were terrible at the fucking game. And everyone was like, why the fuck did they get the game early? Like, who are they to get this game early and be able to get thousands of views on streams and extra money because they get to play this fucking game early when everyone else has to wait to play the game, right? Now, this was 4 years ago. Now, it's become super duper commonplace that the elitist group of content creators and streamers get everything early because they have become the golden boys of the game industry. You know, these guys at Kinda Funny Games are like the golden boys. They get everything early, they play everything early, they get exclusive invites and access to every fucking event for gaming. Like, they're the in guys. Why? Can anyone actually explain it? Seriously, can anyone fucking explain it?
I mean, I'll be honest, just like any other normal human, yes, am I jealous of certain people and of people who are successful and whatever? Of course I am. Of course I'm going to have jealousy. That's a natural human emotion for those who have more than you. You're always going to have that natural kind of jealousy of those who maybe have, been more successful or things like that.
Why? What do they do that's so good? What do they do that's so amazing and different that they've earned that distinction? And can anyone answer that with a legit answer besides no, they've just been chosen to be it? You know what I mean? And that's what it seems like right now. We've got a gaming industry where we've got top content creators who have been handpicked by the gaming industry, the publishers themselves, to be the top promoters of games. And I kind of have to agree with you that, you know, when you're watching E3 and you're seeing these particular people are being chosen to host and do it, and you're like, but you watch it for 5 minutes, you're like, I didn't laugh, I wasn't entertained, they didn't add any insight to anything. They're just a bunch of fucking dudes, you know, basically talking nonsense, fluff content, because they're so goddamn PC and boring, right? That why did they get this opportunity? I don't know. And I can't answer that. You know? I've been around for 11 years. I've strived to be different and to be an individual and to be a very opinionated, polarized guy and to never pull punches. And the gaming industry doesn't like that. They don't want that. They don't want that as a top guy. They want bland. They want cookie cutter, bland, safe, PC, the most, unoffensive, boring crap possible. That's what they want. That's what they've selected. So you can support that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Or you can't. It's up to you. I don't know what to tell you.
Enjoying the chill vibe.
Sniffmaster 2000, which is the detractor meme. Not for me, but for someone else, to the dollar, and I'm not going to read the stupid message that they put up, so thanks again. I don't understand why these people think I'm going to read the crap that they're putting up just because they tip me. You gotta be stupid. But thank you for the tip. Big Bill's Bob Nuts. What the fuck? Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the sub. Walgrange here, he says, as much as you want to complain on others who used to get perks as well, like going to E3 some years ago, would you argue that your situation is different? You do realize that when I went to E3, that was an anomaly, okay? It really was. It was 100% an anomaly. The reason that I got sent to E3 was because they wanted to promote a shitty game, and I didn't even really promote the game because they fucked up the launch of it. So I'm pretty sure they didn't like that I went to there, I played their game. The game wasn't bad, but the whole launch of it was botched and fucked up, so I never even eventually played it or covered it. Instead, I just covered E3 in depth that year, and did more video coverage than anyone else who went under Machinima's umbrella. And then I was never invited back. And by the way, it wasn't that, oh, we're not inviting content creators this year. They just didn't invite me back after that. Because I didn't play their game. I didn't promote their shitty game. I basically talked very honestly about the launch of the game and how it was completely botched and ruined. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a game called Hawken. And it was a mech combat game that was free to play on PC. And it was supposed to release. They hyped it up. It was at E3. That was the reason I was sent there, to promote the game. I played it, and I put a couple videos out of it. And then it was supposed to come out in the fall, and it didn't. It got delayed and delayed and delayed, to the point but when it finally came out, no one cared about it anymore. The game had zero momentum. And I was told that if I promoted the game when it came out, I would get paid extra money. And I told them, no, I'm not going to, because you had your chance, and I don't care about the game anymore. And after that, I was never invited to do anything ever again for Machinima. So there you go. Because I was honest about the game, I basically was kind of blacklisted from being able to do any events for Machinima ever again. And now I can talk about that because now I'm not with Machinima anymore and they don't even fucking exist anymore. So I can actually talk about it publicly. Yeah, that's really what happened. Was they sent me to E3 to cover this game. I went to this party where people were playing the game, and I played it a few times. I actually liked the game, and I said, cool, when it comes out, I'll cover it. Now I'm going to cover E3. And I did more E3 coverage than anyone else there for Machinima. They even admitted so. They said, wow, you really worked your ass off covering E3, and thank you for that. It makes us look good. And then when Hawken came out, I didn't cover it because it got delayed too many times. And by the time it came out, no one cared about it anymore. And I told them as much. I said, they fucked up the game. I don't care about it. By the way, it was actually Woody's gamertag who basically kind of cannibalized the whole campaign. What he did is he waited for Hawken to come out, and he put out an insane amount of videos of Hawken and made all the money on the campaign. So everyone else who wanted to cover Hawken made no money, and he made all of it, apparently. From what I understand, that's what happened, because what they were doing was, the way the campaign worked, if you did videos about Hawken under the Machinima banner, you could use a certain tag in the description of your videos and stuff like that, and you would basically make extra money. So what Woody's gamertag did is, he already had, like, a ton of videos ready to go, and as soon as the campaign launched, he uploaded, like, non-stop coverage of Hawken on his channel, and apparently made thousands of dollars off of Hawken, and no one else under Machinima made anything. So that's the real reality of me going to E3, is they sent me there to cover a game that basically was completely flopped at launch. When it finally released, one guy made all the money, and I basically was like, this is the most fucked up campaign ever. Why would I want to be a part of stuff like this in the future? And then I was never involved ever again with them, with that stuff, so.
Oh, I'm having a child today. Daddy's coming. Daddy, where are you, Daddy? Is Daddy coming? Did Daddy make us dinner? Will Daddy spank us and chastise us?
But anyway, no, I'm not part of any elitist group that got special priority. In fact, that was one of the very few times ever that I got any kind of anything out of stuff. I would say the only other time that I got any kind of special treatment was when I went to, when I got the early copy of Fallout 4, which surprised the shit out of me. I don't know why I got it. I had requested a copy of it, but I had never actually gotten anything free before, and getting that game free was like, it blew me away. And ever since then, ever since I played the game, I never really got anything ever again. That was it. So, 2 things ever in my 11 years that I got priority. I went to E3 once, and I got an early copy of Fallout 4. So, there you go. That's the 2 things in 11 years that I ever got. Unlike these golden boys who you see constantly promoted everywhere, constantly getting all the early opportunities. They're the elitist group that game publishers have chosen to be their figureheads, the most bland guys ever. Okay?
Oh my god, dude, just shut up. Just shut up and stop whining. Ugh.
Mr. Terrahawk cheered. He says, it's like game creators are afraid of honesty. They are. Because God forbid, imagine me getting a game early, playing it, and saying, wow, this game is okay. Well, that's it. That's, God forbid someone's honest. You know what I mean? They know I'm going to be honest. I've always been honest. So they don't want me. They don't, Or God forbid, imagine if I got an early copy of Lords of the Fallen. Okay, then. Egg Gangster cheered. He says the trolls are out in full force. You must have melted some snowflakes during your E3 coverage. No nice names cheers. And what kind of thing can people wake you up for? What? I have no idea what you just said.
Real as any human.
What
This is how I talk.
tidings. I would hate to think we invited you back into our ranks, only for you to fail to...
Oh my god. Jose Cuervo tipped $1. Says the reason Greg Miller and Too Many Games is so popular, I think you mean Kinda Funny Games, is because of their dreamy eyes. It's easy to get lost in them. Would you like to present at E3 one day? The only time that I would consider presenting at E3, alright, is if I was actually allowed to be honest about whatever I was presenting. Whether it was hosting a stream, you know, like the E3 stream or whatever, or if I was introducing a game or whatever, I wouldn't, but listen, you gotta let me be honest and talk exactly what I think about this, okay? You know, and they would not want that. Imagine me at the Ubisoft press conference, I'm the host, and I'm like, man, it's great to see those dancers come out and waste 15 minutes of everyone's time, but now here's something you actually want to see. I mean, I'd probably be applauded as the best host ever, but also they would never invite me back anyway, so. There you go. Alright, continuing on, Dusty Dead tipped $1. He says, you didn't read my last message. You're right, because it was stupid. And I already read it. I already read your nonsense last week, and I'm not wasting my time with it.
It's not time to be a toxic dick.
Knox tipped me $1. He says, did you get Rock Band 4 in the Order 1886 for free? I know I did get Rock Band 4 for free. The weirdest thing is I didn't ask for it. I never asked for Rock Band 4 at all. And they just sent it to me. That's how desperate they were, I guess, to promote their game. I didn't ask for it, and I got it. And I was like, well, I guess I might as well do something with it. The Order 1886, I don't even remember. I really don't remember at all if I got it for free. Maybe I did. There was one year, I want to say it was either 2000, I think it was 2006. Excuse me, that's stupid. I think it was 2016. Boy, did I screw that up. Where I think I got a bunch of free stuff, some of which I asked for, and some of which I didn't.
Shilling. It's gross. And I'm constantly just shilling things nonstop during everything that I do, so it's because I just care about money. That I just can't help it. I'm so just enveloped in greed and money. I need money. I need money.
And it was so weird. That was the year that Machinima, like, was sending free stuff out of nowhere. And that's what I mean, like, Fallout 4. I remember at one point during the year, they gave a list of games, and it was like a list of like 50 games. And they were like, out of these games, honestly, which ones are you interested in? And I think I checked off maybe 10. And I ended up getting, like, some games that I asked for, and other games that I didn't. They just sent them. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, Rock Band was one of them. I got it. I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, I didn't ask for this. And I ended up doing a stream of it, but... pretty weird.
Smash Me tipped me $1. He says, here's some advice. Stop talking. Get on with the fucking game. Alright, well, just because you said that, Smash Me, alright, what I'm going to now do is I'm actually going to talk for another 25 minutes. There you go. Only because you had to be a dick. How about that? Don't buy me! I suck! What pasta do you prefer? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. Phil's a racist. Phil's a scammer. DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck.
This guy's a bitch.
I have a micro penis. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.